Are you looking for a way to help your brick-and-mortar business drive more traffic and increase your sales? Look no further than the Receipt Paper Podcast. In this podcast, Joanne and Kyle provide their sage advice on how to make your brick-and-mortar store the hottest spot in town. Whether you're just launching a new business or trying to grow an existing one, these informative episodes will leave you inspired. In each episode, Joanne and Kyle take on a different topic related to running a successful business. They offer practical tips based on their own experience as owners of multiple brick-and-mortar locations. So whatever challenges you're facing, they have actionable advice for you. From finding a location and executing your build-out, to merchandising and customer experience, to sales and marketing, Joanne and Kyle have you covered. With helpful advice from these experienced entrepreneurs, you are sure to learn how to increase your sales and have your business running out of receipt paper in no time. Let's dive right in.
Welcome back to episode number 29 of the Receipt Paper Podcast. My name is Kyle Strubing. I am here with my life partner, business partner, Joanne Strubing. Jojo, baby, how are we doing this morning?
We are good. We are gearing up for our big reveal this weekend, a big grand opening.
Yes, we are. The finishing touches here. It's a lot of finishing things. I know it sounds redundant, but yes, a lot of, outlet plates and touch up and all kinds of stuff. So my head's spinning, but the end is in sight. The end is near.
So for those of you that have been following along, we've been rebranding our first business. We are hitting our 5-year anniversary and we decided to change things up. So we are doing our big reveal this weekend, big kind of 5-year celebration, re-grand opening. So excited about that. We'll share some results with you guys and learning lessons from the rebrand with you in the future, but it's been a fun process.
Yeah, it's been a challenge for sure. I know we always talk about get familiar or get comfortable with a paintbrush, and that's kind of one of the things that we say here, but it's been a little bit more intensive than that, I would say. It's been a lot of different things, but it's been fun. I've enjoyed it. It's been weird hours, but it's always worth it, right? When you look back, you're like, okay, yes, that was tough, but it's always worth it, and people really respect it too. So it's been good. It'll be
It's
great.
definitely bringing some new energy and new light to our business,
Yes,
and I'm really excited to see the results here in the next few months.
for
So
sure. For
stay
sure.
tuned on that. So today's episode, we are diving into 10 ways to boost sales specifically for over the holidays. But before we dive into these 10 tips, if you are someone who owns a current brick and mortar business and you are just looking for all around ideas and more ways to drive traffic and boost sales, which I know we all are, I have a free resource for you. It is 75 ways to boost sales. You can find that in the show notes for this episode at masterbrickandmortar.com/29. I personally love this list. It's something that we keep handy for any time. If we're having a slow day, a slow week, a slow month, we'll look at this list and we'll bust out 1 or 2 of these ideas to get people through the doors. There's always something you can do even that day to drive traffic. So this list is helpful for you. Again, you can find that at masterbrickandmortar.com/29 in the notes for this episode.
And if you have been in business like us for 5 years, it's nice to kind of do a little self-scouting, right? A little personal inventory. A lot of times, we're big Cowboys fans down here, but on the bye week, they talk about self-scouting, what you're good at, what you're not good at, and being realistic. Well, this can kind of provide a little checklist for you to make sure that, just kind of keep tabs on yourself a little bit,
Yeah.
for sure.
Am I doing these things? Have I tried any of these?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So today's episode is, of course, going to be great for those of you who own a current brick and mortar business, whether it's a boutique, spa, coffee shop, or gym. You will find value in this episode. But if you're not yet open, stay with us because there's a lot you can learn so you're ready when the time comes. But as we know, the holiday season is here. I can't believe Thanksgiving is next week.
Yeah, that's crazy. I feel like it was just Halloween.
Yeah.
Once, like in Texas here, once Halloween or once October comes, it's like all of the Halloween stuff is out. It's like we're so aching to put summer behind us, and it was a long summer. I'll even say like once Labor Day is up, it's like pumpkin fest all the time,
Yeah,
right? And then you have that for almost like 6 weeks to 2 months, and then it's holidays. So we've been bombarded with it and everything, but
yeah,
it is here. I can't believe it. I'm excited for it. Thanksgiving and Black Friday especially is very special to us because we celebrate our anniversary as well. So we get excited for it. And honestly, it is a moneymaker. It
yeah.
is one of the biggest, it is the biggest time for us, 100%. So we are excited and we're just going to share with you guys a couple two, three things that we do.
Yeah, yeah. So the holidays are such an important time to capitalize on them. And I think as a small business, a lot of us can brush off and be like, okay, Black Friday or the holidays, people are thinking about these big box stores or, they're forgetting the little guy, but it's truly not the case. Every year, year over year, we see growth over the holidays, and it's our biggest months of the year. And it's because we stay in front of our customers. So when they start thinking about gifts and the holidays and what to buy, we are top of mind. So that's kind of what we're going to be sharing with you today.
Yeah, and I also think a lot of times in this, a lot of times people will take it for granted that people are shopping, it's the holidays, it's just going to happen or whatever. But you can really double down using some of these things to capture and take advantage of, higher transactions and things like that too, for sure.
Absolutely. All right, so bust out your pen and paper. We're going to dive into 10 different strategies to specifically boost your sales and for the holidays. Before we dive in, a quick reminder, we would love for you to subscribe to our podcast. It helps us grow and more people reach us. And if you couldn't mind leaving us a review, it would help us out a ton if you find our episodes valuable for you.
Yeah, if you take anything away from it, it really helps us out on the algorithm, guys. So please go ahead and drop us a like, follow, share, all that good stuff.
Yes. All right, so number one is festive visual merchandising. So if you haven't already decorated for the holidays, go grab some decor, put some decor up. The reason you see things like Kyle said, like Halloween stuff was out in September, and we got Thanksgiving stuff out in October, and Christmas stuff is already out now, is because they're putting it in your mind early. They know you're going to go into the store probably 3, 4 times before Christmas, but you've seen that cute decor, that cute stocking stuffer item 5 times, and now when it comes time to buy it, you remember that's where it is. That's exactly where I want to go. So making it available and putting it in people's minds that hey, this is a place to shop for the holidays is what you're really doing is you're putting it in your customers' minds. So
Yeah, you
um,
almost like visually get, I don't want to say like enter into the future, but it puts them in that situation of like, oh, that's right, because the same decor is what's at their homes or
yeah.
while they're opening presents, and it subconsciously really gets them. It kind of transports them there.
Yeah, we've been buying a ton of paint lately from Lowe's, and every time we go get paint, I find myself waltzing over to where all the Christmas stuff is and walking through what lights, and I'm like, "Oh, Kyle, we need to get these. We should add these cool little reindeer lights or these things." But it's just having it available. Now I've seen it 3 or 4 times, so when it comes time to go buy that stuff, I'll know exactly where it is. So yeah, getting people in that holiday spirit, getting them in the mood to shop, and reminding them that this is a place for gifts or gift cards or whatever it may be, is the whole idea of having festive visual merchandising. You don't have to do anything crazy. You might have an extra, tree or some decor laying around at home in the attic. I sure know we do. Also, places like Hobby Lobby or the dollar store, you can find really inexpensive things. Just you can go all out, or just a couple of things can really go a long way in creating that atmosphere.
Right, for sure, for sure. We'll do the next one. The
Yes.
next one's on me. This one, number two, is going to be gift baskets. So with these, you want to create baskets to help display the products to put it into your customer's mind. You can also offer like a bundle kind of discount. Um, or also too, like even if you have services, you can kind of tailor these things. I know we have a bundle where we'll put like, even if it's a service like with the floats, we'll put like earplugs and like little meditation journals or something like that in there.
Yeah.
And that kind of helps out. I will say, you want to have these things kind of priorly. Now we want to have them made before,
Mhm.
so that they're kind of on hand. Because as you get busy and you're whipping up a basket, it can get a little
Dicey.
dicey, and some of the employees are good at making the baskets, and some are like me and are not.
Yeah.
So, take a little time and do that. And it definitely does. It pushes, and it gets them to buy different things and a higher transaction amount, all that stuff.
Yeah.
They're willing to take a shot on maybe a topical or something that they wouldn't normally get, but it's in the basket and it's an ease thing too for them, right? It's just, they don't have to wrap it as much. They don't have to do it. It's just plug and play. They walk on the store and it's done for them. So,
Yeah.
we definitely recommend doing gift baskets. They do very well for us.
Yeah, you can put something together. Once again, you can grab, there's all kinds of baskets or packaging materials at like Michael's or Hobby Lobby, and you can put something together that's really simple. And customers walk in, they know they're coming in to get a gift, and they see something already wrapped and already bundled. They don't need to think about it. They love that. Or, like it increases your sales, so you're selling more products rather than just one. You're getting people the idea of, hey, this is what a gift could look like for you. This is what a variety and bundle would be. But like Kyle said, I love the gift cards one because beyond just like handing them a gift card, I love wrapping it in some sort of basket and adding a few items in there that kind of go with the gift card. It kind of helps it stand out as more than just a gift card and something more tangible. People really like to feel like they're giving somebody something tangible when it's a gift card. They don't like to just have like a piece of paper sometimes, you know?
Sometimes if you have a service or a product that's a big differentiator and having these other things, it kind of explains to them what's going on. I know like with floats, it really like points them in the direction of what it is that the experience that they're getting. They're like, oh, okay, this makes sense. And it gets them excited a little bit more as opposed to, hey, here's a card with a website, go book. It
Yeah,
gets very, it makes it a little bit more personalized and makes it a little bit more tangible and real.
yeah. Love it.
Sure.
All right, moving right along to number three, which is gift wrapping services. So, in addition to having some pre-made gift baskets, you can also offer complimentary gift wrapping services. You could put a sign up that says this. You can let people know, hey, is this a gift for the holiday? Would you like me to go ahead and wrap it? People love this option. I really enjoy when I'm in a store shopping for the holidays and they do offer that. It takes something off my list and usually it looks a lot better than it does when I wrap it. So I'm always happy to have that service. So if you are a business that does specifically a lot of gifts for the holidays, having this as a complimentary service can go a long way. Or you can charge for it, minimal charge, like $5, and we'll wrap this. If your products are kind of difficult to wrap and that kind of thing.
What's your thoughts on kind of doing this the whole holiday season, or is it like a cool event or like a one-off sale? Like Saturdays, we're going to come in and, but whatever you buy, use it, leverage it as an event more than anything to drive some traffic, or what's kind of your thoughts on that? Because to sustain wrapping things the whole time, I don't, I was just curious what you thought.
I don't think that it's an event that would actually drive traffic. I don't think I'd go to a store just for them to wrap my gift that day, but I know in the back of my mind those stores that will wrap my gifts because they offer it all the time. So, like I'll remember that and it does stand out in my mind. Like I know that they'll do that. So, I mean, this is something you could do all year long hey, is this for birthdays? But I don't know as a small business that you want to do that, but that's up to you. It just
Sure.
depends on, I think you have to look at your business and think, are my customers buying a lot of gifts here, or is this really just a holiday thing?
Makes sense. Makes sense. All right, I'm next up. Number four is going to be seasonal products. This goes kind of into that what limited edition type thing that we talked about before, right? And that's curate a selection of seasonal and holiday themed products to capture the spirit of the season. Limited edition, holiday themed merch, gift sets, things of that nature. And it creates that, like we said before, that limited edition. You got to get it now type thing, and it
Yeah.
it it matches the decor too, which people
Yeah,
like.
I mean, think about all your pumpkin spice loving people out there. People go crazy over this stuff, and they will specifically come into your store for that one seasonal item. Or, if you're a bakery and you offer, obviously pumpkin flavored items that month. Like people will come in and they'll buy not only what they regularly buy, but now they're buying seasonal items, right? And it can definitely certainly help drive traffic and once again put people in the holiday spirit mode.
Yeah, you can get a little, if it has the right colors and everything, you put it in their stocking and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
yeah.
sure. For sure.
Okay, number five is gift cards. So we kind of talked about, fancying up your gift cards and as a gift basket, but a lot of people forget to just display their gift cards. You have to put them out on the counter or put a sign up saying, don't forget your gift cards. Or if you have some sort of gift card promo, sometimes people will do like, spend $100, get a $10 gift card, whatever that may be, make sure you're displaying this so people know in their mind, oh, you have gift cards. And I love having them on the counter. I remember we didn't do that for a while, but once we did, people started being instantly reminded, oh, you do have gift cards. Oh, let me get a gift card for my friend
Right,
Sally.
right,
When they realize sometimes they don't even think of you as a gift card place
right.
until they see that gift card sitting in front of them. So talk about it on social media all throughout the holidays. Put it in your emails. Do an email just on gift cards. Hey, don't forget your gift card, especially if they can buy them online. It can definitely boost your sales. We send out like a 10-day email campaign specifically telling people to buy gift cards over the holidays, and it does insane. I mean,
Right.
last year we did like $15,000 in gift card sales. Our goal this year is $20,000 in gift card sales for the holidays. So we'll keep you all updated on that. But gift cards are huge. The industry
Well,
is huge for gift cards. I mean, and the crazy thing with gift cards, and I hate even admitting this because it sounds horrible, is that 50% of those people
right.
will never even come in and use them. So it really is good for you as a business owner, not that you want to promote not using it, but um, they're invaluable. And if you can drive those, there are so many ways to do it.
And I will say, make sure that that you have the X's and O's of the gift card redeeming and
Yeah.
issuing process down, and your
Yes.
staff knows this. The worst thing is when you go in and you have to manipulate all this, right? Like, however you guys do it on the back end, make sure now before you start launching these things, and then you get that it's all on point, and that you can do it at scale. If you're just writing something and handing it off to them, that's just not feasible because you're
Yeah.
not there all the time. And we did that. It was a lesson that I definitely learned. I didn't know how to do it as well. And now that I think about it on a new point of sale,
Yeah.
make sure that in the last year, the last time that you've done this, that nothing's changed and that it's all flows through and that you can, provide that card to them, that it's trackable, that
Mhm.
however, whatever that looks like, make sure that that process is definitely buttoned up.
Yeah, before we had a POS that actually had the capabilities to do gift cards, we did it
Yeah,
manually.
we
Yeah.
manual.
And it was horrible. It was so hard to track. And, you're just going by it was Kyle's initial on this thing. And, then they want to spend $20 of it. And oh, it was a mess. So don't recommend that. I do recommend having an actual system like Kyle said.
For sure.
Yes, and that can really, really hurt the customer experience if they come in and you take 20 minutes to give them a gift card. And,
Yeah, I
um,
mean, and they never come in on a random Tuesday when nothing's going on, too. They'll come in on a Saturday when you got five people there. It just make sure, my point is just make sure you have that process locked
yeah,
down, whatever that is, however that looks like, just make sure that it's buttoned up 100%.
that's a great one.
And number six, I think I'm up, right? With in-store events. So host in-store events, guys, right? I'm a big believer on this. I wish we would do it. We used to do it monthly.
Yeah.
It just with the nature of what we do now, it's just not as feasible. But I love in-store events. And do different. And it could be anything. It doesn't have to be, you know, I don't know, whatever the passion is. We've done meditations. I think last year we had a cook come through and
A chef?
a chef, yeah, a chef came through and made different appetizers using, a lot
Right.
of the ingredients and products that we had right there in the store. It was awesome. It
Yeah.
was fantastic. People loved it. And it was super, the regulars really appreciated it.
Mhm.
They really get that. And they bring a lot of people and they
Mhm.
share it and I look at it, a lot of those events as kind of an in-store appreciation for the
Mhm.
current customers. And we've done a lot of things. We've had, you could do like a sip and shop with other vendors. You could have music. We had wine. You could do a wine tasting if you want. It's just like if it makes sense for your business, then definitely go ahead and that's something that you want to do. And think about what I always say. I always think about like what when it comes to these things, like who are the people that we want in our store? Who are the people that are coming into our store? And where else are they?
Hmm.
Right? People like people that want to do use the services and stuff like that. They're into health. They're into this. They're into that. What else is that customer avatar that you have? Where else are they, both online and in person? So that's kind of some ideas on what to do for some events.
What I really love to do for events is think of those things that you really don't have to do a lot. You can more just host them. Like when Kyle was talking about the chef we had, what was he called? The
The
Dreadhead
dreadhead chef. Yeah, the dread.
chef.
Yeah,
And he was looking for a place that, obviously we're going to advertise to our customers, but he was also going to advertise to his. That's key.
right,
But he was going to run the whole class and do everything. We didn't have to do anything,
right,
So we just offer the place, make sure that, we set out some drinks and make
right.
sure the
Yeah,
place is clean, but somebody else was hosting. And so
we were
that was
more
really
facilitating. Yeah,
facilitating.
yeah.
So look for things like that, like
That's a good call.
what other vendors or businesses are looking for a space for the holidays. Like there are probably people that want to do a, wine tasting event and sell their wine at somebody's business, or there are probably vendors that want to sell their jewelry and their candles or their pies or their whatever it may be, and maybe you can just facilitate them at your store, and people love that. And but getting other people, if you do have vendors, to advertise to their following as well is key there,
Yeah,
right?
that's big. That's definitely big. But no, it's a good point. Like you don't want to be the one playing the guitar at your store. Like it's just
Yeah, don't
how,
put more on your
yeah,
plate,
don't put more on your plate because it's a lot. There's undoubtedly things happen. You need to be available. It's just hopefully it's busy. It gets crazy.
Yeah.
It definitely gets crazy.
Okay, moving on to number 7 is window displays and signage. So don't forget to utilize those windows. If you have a lot of walk by or drive by traffic, this is a great way to, put some holiday items in the window, or even put something, whatever your sale is for the holidays in the window, like, buy one, get one free, gift cards, or whatever it is. This year, we always do for Black Friday, buy two float services, get two free. It's huge. It's our biggest sale of the year. So this year, we're making sure we have a sign out front that shows this and captures everybody who is walking by and driving by. So don't forget about those people that are walking by and driving by and utilizing
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
space.
Absolutely, you want to make sure that and it's good because you can change your message, right? A lot of times, I feel like we're not searching for a message, but yeah, kind of, right? You look for the message, you hang on to it, and then you're able to push it out, and that drives the traffic. And it's nice to kind of see that, keep the things moving, keep it fresh. So it's always, having it seasonal, the signage and the decor. It's nice to just get people to change and feel like they're doing something different.
Yeah.
It breaks up the monotony a little bit.
Yeah, people love coming in and seeing something new. I love going in the stores and seeing they switch from, Thanksgiving to Christmas to, their spring and then summer, whatever it is. It's always fun to see, right?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, number 8, charity events and partnerships. So partner with the local charity, whatever you're passionate about, right? You could do a drop-up location for things like Toys for Tots. You can host a charity event and donate part of the sales. People are hurting now. You want to make sure to get out there and it looks good. And you're able to kind of help facilitate that. It's good for the community and it's good for you. People need whatever help they can get, especially it's very common during the holidays. Absolutely. You want to make sure to make some kids Christmas great or however, whatever you can do to help that. And selfishly, you're driving a little traffic.
Yeah.
You drive a little traffic and you are then associated with charity and that's a good thing. It really is.
Yeah, I've seen some great success with businesses being like drop-off locations for different things and encouraging their customers. People love that sense of community and helping out their local community. And when they feel like you're a business they can do that with, it definitely can foster a lot for your business.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, number 9. is yard signs, banners, flags, sign spinner. Again, this is similar to signage that we talked about earlier, but just don't forget about those different ways to promote your seasonal items or your gift cards or your get holiday gift items. You could do an open house for the holidays, whatever that is. Don't forget to utilize things like gift or yard signs and um, you know we're using yard signs for our Black Friday sale. We do that every year. We use yard signs to promote gift cards with an arrow. I mean, whatever it is, banners, flags. We've done huge banner signs before to promote our gift cards. Just don't forget about all that signage and the different ways that you can get in front of people to make sure that they know what you have available in store.
Yeah, and it's great. I mean, it per ROI, dollars to donuts. It's one of the most. It's the cheapest, and it just drives a ton of traffic.
Hmm.
Even if people are curious about it or whatever. Sometimes people just be like, I didn't even know what this was. You just had a whole mess of signs out, and I just thought I'd come and stop by, and poof, you got it. You have a customer.
Yeah.
It's it, like I always say, be careful, figure out, how your town is about it, and make sure that you're not, getting any trouble. Generally around the holidays, especially Black Friday, they're a little bit more lenient, I will
Yeah.
say.
We'll
Uh,
push the boundaries a little bit for the holidays.
we have, I mean, and I know Sign Spinners looks a little easy and stuff like that, but we've seen some, depending on the
Yeah.
location, like we've seen some really good,
Mhm.
we've had some really good luck with it. We've gotten a
Yeah.
lot of value, and especially during the holidays, they can dress up like elves or
Yeah.
Santa or whatever, and it definitely is nice. It's definitely nice.
Yeah, I think that who we used a company called All Directions Media. They were a great company. They'll source sign spinners for you. And it's really nice because then you can just say, hey, I just need somebody for 5 hours on Saturday, and they'll just send somebody. We always had somebody show up. They were always there, and
Yeah.
they get paid, from what I understand, a good, decent rate. I mean, it wasn't cheap. I think we paid like $25 an hour all in, but it was worth it.
Yeah, it
It
was
was great.
definitely worth it. People saw it all the time. Like I said, it does depend on your location, right? One bit better than the other, I would say for sure, and that was just because of sheer amount of
Yeah,
cars.
yeah,
But yeah, it's sign spinners were great. It
yeah,
was it was it was interesting. They did
yeah.
well.
Definitely great at capturing during the holidays if you can get them to put on that Santa suit or something.
Yeah, yeah, and then like with anything, the yard signs and the banners and the stuff like that, like the message is big with that too. I think we talk about it, I think we break down into different, more detail, kind of the science behind the yard signs and things like that, like having a good offer that's
Yeah,
so you're like, dang, okay, cool, it makes
yeah.
sense. Whether it be like free samples or a
Oh,
BOGO or
mhm,
something to get people to kind of do a double take too. So the messaging on always messaging is key with this
mhm.
stuff.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right, number 10 is one of my favorite ones because this ensures people come back after the holidays because it's awesome when you have a great holiday, but when you're completely dead in January, we found out this the hard way. It really, kind of doesn't matter that you had a great holiday because you're just making up for it in January. So bounce back coupons are awesome way to ensure that people get back through the door. How it works is you basically, when somebody spends X amount, $100, they get $10 or $20 in a coupon that they have to use within the next 30 days. So it ensures that they're coming back within the next 30 days to use that $10. Obviously, hopefully, they are spending more than that $10. Consider what your average sale or average transaction is and make that price point according to that. But I love this. The key here is you have to have an expiration date of 30 days
Right.
on it because you want them to come back within 30 days. We see companies like Kohl's do this. You come back and you use your Kohl's cash and things like that. So these are super simple to make. You can print something out. It's really easy, but it gets them back into your business and it's so vital because people don't want to miss out on that free money
Yeah.
per se.
And think about too, with the beginning of the year coming up right after the holiday, I mean, New Year's is the next holiday, really, right? So what are people trying to do? Get in shape and stuff like that. So you wellness guys, like that's a perfect opportunity to get them back on New Year's resolutions, things of that nature. If you're doing whatever, like a healthy cookie or something, I don't know, but I always pivoted towards, we do very well again because people are now going and looking to get back in shape with the health and wellness and stuff like that. So if you can tap into some of that with the bounce back, that's always worked well for us.
Okay.
It's always worked well for us, for sure.
Awesome. All right, so hopefully you've got some ideas here today, spinning. Even if you can just try one or two of these over the holiday season, I think you will see a great boost in traffic and sales. Let's recap really quick. Number one was festive visual merchandising, so adding in some of that holiday decor to get people in the spirit of shopping. Number two was creating some gift baskets or some bundled products with your gift cards. Three is offering holiday gift wrapping services. Four, look at seasonal products, adding in some seasonal products that might drive traffic or increase your sales. Gift cards, putting your gift cards on the counter, making sure people know you have gift cards. Talk about it on social, talk about it in your emails, any way possible. Create a yard sign, tell people that you have gift cards. Six is in-store events. Consider hosting like a holiday sip and shop, getting some vendors in there, letting other people use your space for an event. They could host a spa party, all kinds of things. So get those events going over the holidays. People are often looking for spaces to use. Number seven is window displays and signage. So capturing that walk by and drive by traffic with your holiday offerings. Number eight is consider hosting some charitable events or being a drop-off location for some sort of donation-based charity. Number nine is utilizing those yard signs, banners, so sign spinners that are dressed in those holiday, characters. Always a great way to stand out. And last but not least, the bounce back coupons, which ensures people get back into your business after the holiday by offering some sort of cash or discount to come in within the next 30 days after their purchase. What do you think, Kyle?
No, I'm excited. I love this stuff. I love the holidays. Everybody should be getting excited because it's a
Yes.
big money time. Everybody's out there. Hopefully, they'll be in a good mood. Yeah, and you guys are just there to help facilitate a good time. Really, that's how I look at it, and I enjoy it. I'm looking forward to it with the build out. It's been tough. We're getting tired here, but we want it. Getting ready for the holiday push is just nice. The Christmas music in the air, stuff like that. It really helps. It adds that extra dimension, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, the key is really staying in front of your customers. You have customers
Right.
that want to buy from you over the holidays, but sometimes they need to be reminded. So don't be afraid to send out those text blasts, those email blasts, annoy people on, you're not annoying them, but stay in front of people on social media so that they are reminded constantly, oh, yes, I need to go pick up that gift card from XYZ. Like they want to, but sometimes there's a million things going on and they forget. The other day, Kyle reminded me, like, we always get pies from our this local pie shop we really like to support. And I was about to put my shopping list together for pies, and Kyle reminded me, like, oh no, we want to go support that pie
Yeah.
shop. So I was like, oh yes, you're right. Sometimes people just forget,
They support us too, so it's
yeah,
yeah, it's pretty
yeah.
cool. She
But
comes through all the time. Yeah, it's
sometimes you just need that reminder, like, yeah, they did have the best pies ever. Let's go get that, go back
because
there.
you are
So
competing with it for attention, right?
mhm.
During these holidays, everybody's out there. They see this stuff all the time, and you want to piggyback on a lot of
Yeah.
it.
Send out one more email than you normally do, or two.
Yeah.
We really amp up our emails, but send out, a couple more text blasts than you normally do. You're competing with a lot of advertising, Kyle's so right, and you gotta stay in front of people. So all right, guys, I can't wait to hear. As always, you can DM us on Instagram, ask us any questions about the episode, or share some feedback. We always love to hear from you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review. It really does help us continue to help businesses just like yours open and grow and thrive. And last but not least, if you want our 75 ways to drive traffic and boost your sales to your business, grab that free download in the show notes, masterbrickandmortar.com/29. We'll see you next week, friends.
Thanks for tuning in to the Receipt Paper Podcast, your go-to source of information for starting and growing a successful brick-and-mortar business. Subscribe to hear future episodes and share this content so that more people can access these valuable insights. If you're looking for more resources to help you with your brick-and-mortar business, visit masterbrickandmortar.com or follow us on Instagram at masterbrickandmortar. Thanks again for listening to the Receipt Paper Podcast. We'll see you in the next episode.